Deep down in the depths of the World Wide Web lies a parlor of peace, positivity, and a little pinch of enchantment. It's a place where you can kick back and have fun, back to a time when TV was magical. Close your eyes and you'll find your way there. You've made it. Welcome to Tea Telly. And now that crazy singing Zen priestess cat lady cook, the Willy Wonka to your Charlie, come on in and say hello to Maria.
Am I here? Hey, everybody. How are you all? Oh my goodness, good to see you. Good to see you. 1 second. I've been having technical issues all night. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm excited about tonight. Really excited about tonight because we're going to do some fun stuff tonight. We have some very special people on with me, and what better way to do an appreciation, and that's what I like to call it, an appreciation of my subs, the people who have come here to enjoy Tea and Telly in one way, shape, or form. And gosh, I was just looking to see if I was on mute. Hope you guys can lip read. Oh, so what better way to enjoy this, but with some really awesome people and to have here tonight. So good to see you all. And I'm going to bring everybody on as we say hello to everybody that's in here. So first, I'm going to bring on, ladies first, is the wonderful co-host of mine tonight, Miss Netter. How are you, Miss Netter?
Hi, I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, I love having you guys here. It's make it fun. I said, I want to make it fun. I'm going to invite those guys and we'll make it fun. So yeah, thanks for joining me. And then I'm going to bring her other half, Mr. Troy, on here with me. And hello.
Salute and congratulations, 30,000.
Yeah. Wow.
Gosh, and you still hobnob with us little guys.
Whatever. I was like, Ron was like, when are we going to do this? And I'm like, well, as soon as I hit it. And then I saw that I hit it. I'm like, well, okay, let's plan it anyway. So right now, I think I saw it was like 31.
Just snuck up on you.
500 or something like that. So it just kind of snuck up. But yes.
Yeah.
And thanks for that. And so, yeah, I'm glad to have you guys here with me. And I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chat real quick before I bring on my guest Ron here. And I see Oral Nation and Inspiration TV is here greeting everybody and making faces at everybody. He's always making faces at everybody. And there's Troy and Nitter. And, oh, you guys. Aw. You became members of Tea and Telly.
Yes, we're tacos now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I couldn't pass up an opportunity to be a taco cat?
A taco cat. You're a taco cat now. Anybody is a member's a taco cat. So I don't know if you guys had seen the spotlight video I did for Yvonne Phillips, Lou Diamond Phillips' wife. She was so excited about that and stuff. And I said, you know what? That's actually what I'm going to be planning on doing for some of my members that do have channels, is doing a spotlight video for you as my member to enjoy. And those who are members, I'm still going to find a way to spotlight you anyway. But let's see. My trusty friends, Alicia is here saying hello to everybody for me and helping me here today. Thank you so much, Miss Alicia. And thank you so much for the lovely gift. And Miss Lady Miss, always good to see you. She doesn't do faces. She does flowers and diamonds and hearts, and I love it. And we have Curtis in the house today. Top of the evening to you. Curtis, thank you so much for being here. JPR PH1. Ooh, I said that quickly. Wow, that's not bad. I'm being dyslexic. That's actually pretty good. So thank you so much for being here. Miss Connie and her lovely bird, thank you so much for joining. And Sci-Fi Mombi. Sci-Fi Mombi's moving and trucking along there too in her channel. Congratulations on that. She's close to getting that 1,000 subscribers. So good to see you. Mike Satterfield, how are you? Good to see you. He's got, I like his his guys had got trophies and happy faces and surprise faces. And thank you for being here. And let me see. I'm going to roll through this here real quick. Oh, my gosh. Maria, where are your glasses? And let's see. It's too mushed together. What's that? Ranger Donnie. Can't say that fast. Thanks for being here. Wow. Good to have you. And our wonderful outlaw, the doctor, the author, Dr. Dig. I don't doing it as well as PJ does. And look, Kirk the Warship is here. Hi. He's been on this side before. It's good to see you on that side. Good to have you. John is here. How are you? Samuel. I'm trying to run through this here. Let's see. Linda's Groovy Movies is here as well. And let's see. Oh, my goodness. I'm not doing bad without my glasses. Rod Thunderheart, good to have you here. Thanks for being here. And let's see who else. If you guys see me missing anybody, there's Phil. Phil Gaming, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, everybody! I'm trying to catch up with the chat. I think I might have. So if I miss you, I apologize. No glasses. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our awesome guest. I had him here once before, but he didn't do what he's going to do tonight. So I'm excited about that. He's a very good friend of mine. Been friends for a super long time, and I just adore him. And you guys are going to get to know him. Our wonderful Ron Fitzgerald. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello. Hi, Maria. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Do what?
Introduce yourself to everybody.
Oh, Ron Fitzgerald, Master of the Dark Realm. That means I'm an actor in horror films. I'm a Gothic illusionist. That's where I started a long, long time ago. When I was like 8 years old, I got a box of magic and kind of went from there. But it was all birds, bunnies, and bad formal wear in the beginning, and then I turned to the dark side. When you hear that little voice behind, in the back of your head, go, fulfill your destiny and complete your journey to the dark side. I just said yes to that, and then here I am with you.
Yeah. Yes. How crazy is that? Who would have thought? Who'd have thought that little voice was going to lead you here with me?
I know, between that box of magic and then it was a nice family show then, but it was not entertaining to me or my friends like you guys, my contemporaries. And at that point, a friend of mine, Darlene, said to me, you're way more interesting off stage than on. And then, the light went off and I'm like, well, I'm going to take all the stuff that I love, like Halloween and horror movies and weird stuff and the paranormal and all that inspires this. And then, I put that into the show and I was off to the races at that point. It opened up a whole lot of other doors.
That's awesome. And you're really good at what you do.
Thank you.
And no, people, I don't know how he does it. Just because we're friends, it doesn't mean I know.
One of these days, we're going to cut you in half on the internet, Maria. Come on now. It's going to happen.
That's amazing. Yeah, it'll happen. That'd be awesome.
But I'm going to do it with like a power saw. So be prepared. Come on. It'll be
okay,
fun.
but as long as you can put me back, because I don't know that people are prepared for two Marias, okay?
We can
Are
clone
two
you
Marias
and
better
have
than
more
one?
of you.
Two Marias, we don't need, and PJ is going to be like, yeah, let's not do that.
And here's the deal, though. If we clone you, if we have multiple Marias, I get one. Okay, that's my deal.
Okay, you get one.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
we'll do that. Just make sure to put me back. Just put me when you put me back at two sizes smaller. I'd love that. That would be
I will
awesome.
just promise to scream really loud while I'm sawing, and we're good. Then I'll put you back.
Oh, I'll scream. I'm a screamer.
Perfect.
Yes. And
Like it.
PJ here, Orville Nation, starting off the super chat with the $2 super chat saying the great Ron Fitzgerald. Yes. And you'll get to know PJ. You met him, I think, last time as well, but it's been a long time. I think almost a year since you were here. So, but yeah, let me see what else we've got going on here. Anyway, for those who don't know, anybody on my panel, which you know, because I've got a lot of new members and we've got a lot of people coming in here. Elise is going to be putting the links to those channels in here. And normally we grow together and I put everybody's that's in here that has a channel. But tonight it's going to be a little bit busy. So I'm going to have us focus on our guest tonight. And we still have a special mystery guest coming soon. But for now, I'm going to turn the focus here on my lovely guest. But yes, normally I would introduce Troy and Netter and talk about them like crazy. You're going to have to go to their channel. Elise is putting down their channel for us. Make sure you subscribe. They're awesome people. They're on here for a reason with me. Very entertaining. Not boring at all. I mean, they would be able to cheer up a lottery winner. So, you know.
All right. I mean, I'll own it. Try to live up to it.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me take this on. Thank you, PJ, for the $2 super chat on that. And oh my goodness. I
was afraid you might read that.
Look, I got my first quote. Yeah, I could see that in trivia. Who said this quote? I'm a screamer.
Exactly.
Maria of Tea Telly.
Yep. Curtis Selby says, "Don't forget to smash that like button."
I like button. That's right. With the accent and everything. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you. And so, okay. Well, Ron, yes. What do you have for us to? Well, first, before I do that, real quick, because I'm kind of waiting to hear word from backstage of a few things. But what are you doing now? What are you working on now for us?
Right now, I'm writing a book. You know, it is about what I was talking about earlier. It's kind of my journey through my very weird career. And I'm also talking about the challenges along the way that you know, I'm lucky to still be here, quite honestly. You know, if you've ever had that moment where your doctor looks at you in the eye and says, "It's a miracle you're still alive." I've had that moment. Yeah. You know, I mean, we've all have our challenges and everything. So I think people can relate to that. So I'm going to talk about my health challenges and other things. It's like I've got a double organ transplant and other things that come along with that whole journey that I'm going to talk about in the book that I never talk about. I mean, I consider myself here to entertain you, and as an entertainer, that's what I want to do. So I don't go online and talk about any of that stuff, and so that's what the book is for. It's called Monstrous Magic: A Career Conjuring Dark Sticky Fun, because that's my brand, Dark Sticky Fun. I make for everybody, and that'll be out probably in the fall.
In the fall, that's awesome. Congrats on that.
I'm hoping to have it done. I'm still working on it, so it might push back, but you know, it'll be good. It's a very cool project, and it's a weird story. So if you want to know, you know, all about that and maybe learn things, you know, from the creative community, all the other creative nonconformists like us, it's kind of written for them, you know, just to say that you, even if you're getting hammered by a lot of crap in your life, you can still do what you want to do and make things and make art for the world. Yeah.
That's and that's, I think, what a lot of people need sometimes is that motivation and see, because for those of us on this side of it, on this side of things, when we look at actors or anybody that's accomplished or doing something, they make it look so easy, and we're like, man, must be rough to be able to just like do things so easily. You don't ever see the struggles that they've gone through to get to where they are. And it's important because then that way it gives people that motivation that, you know, it doesn't matter what you're going through, there is a way to get where you want to be if you really want it.
Yeah.
So
how bad do you want it? Yeah. You know.
Yeah. And let me see. I'm trying to look through this chat. Who else is in here? Taylor Swift Creator. These are, hey, how you doing? That's a mouthful. do you call you for short? 'Cause but yeah, hey, good to see you. Hi, Waven, and then hi, sorry if I missed anybody. Yeah, no pressure, Maria. Oh, and PJ, another $5 super chat. Thank you. Gosh, thank you to Troy and Netta for their leadership for positivity in our community.
Aww.
Yes, very true. Yes.
Yeah, he keeps talking about me as a leader, and I'm like, I don't think anybody wants to follow me, but if you do, it's on you, not me.
Better be able to hold your beverage. I'm having vanilla latte, by the way, in case anybody's wondering.
Limoncello.
Seltzer water, blackberry mango.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and I must say, Ron,
Yeah.
the one thing I do notice if you guys go see his videos and stuff and whatever, I love your outfits, man. You dress so awesome.
Thank you.
This
is all the work of a friend of mine, the Crafty Mistress.
Oh, nice.
Audra. Yeah,
nice. Well, that's
known
off
her
to
for
her.
a long time as well, and she makes my wardrobe and helps me with props, and she's a genius. She's
because
talent.
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm like, where do you get those threads?
It's the purple. Everybody digs it's like purple and skulls. You know, everybody loves purple.
Yes, purple and skulls.
Yeah. Can't beat a purple skull.
Continuing Chronicles. Wow, you guys are doing this early night, huh? I know. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, thanks for being here, for popping in and saying hello. Again, you guys, if you guys see me miss somebody, please let me know. But I'm not sure when PJ is going to come in. He'll let me know. I guess he'll just kind of just do his thing. Okay, Ron.
Yes.
You got something for us.
Something you and I are going to do, Maria.
Okay.
A little bit of magic together.
Okay.
I can get my saw and come and get you. We're going to do this. All right. Am I framed up? Well, guys, you let me know.
Let me put.
And if you want to do this, maybe a 2-shot with you and I, so I can see you, I can hear you. So that's good. So there's 3 positions on the board. And yeah, I said go right ahead with that.
I'm gonna try to figure this out.
We've got ESP cards. So Maria, you and I are going to do some ESP here. All right.
Okay, 1 second. Let me try to get this going, because I think the only way to do the 2 side shot is to remove them from the stream.
You can do that.
I don't want to do that if you. Okay, well, all right. I'll bring you guys right back in.
Sure.
Don't leave.
We can hear everybody.
We won't leave you.
We'll be able to hear them, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna do the 2 sides. 2 sides now. This way. Okay.
Are we good?
That looks good.
All right. So the psychic, these cards, the psychic cards are just symbols. So stars, circle, square. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these things out of here and move stuff around for you. Okay.
Okay.
That and that and that and that one. That one and that one. All right. So I'm shuffling those around so you can't see them. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I want you to clear your mind. Just take a breath. Let it out. One more. Go to that nice Maria Zen place. That you're always looking for.
Yes.
Now I'm going to take 3 of my cards, and I'm going to put them on the board where I think you are going to. This is like a prediction.
Okay.
Okay. Now I like this one up here better. And this one down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you one by one. I'm going to get the other set of cards, which are your cards. And area. And yours are on the other side. So I'm going to pick one at random. You don't know which one this is, right?
Right.
Right. So where do you feel? Use your feelings. Reach out with the force. Which position? 1, 2, or 3? Where would you like it?
I would like that in the third one.
Down on number 3. All right. Perfect. And next one. Where would you like that? 1 or 2?
I would like that on the second one.
Number 2. So you're working your way up the board. Well, we've got one more left, and obviously just one more position on the board. I will make you a deal, though, because sometimes I do that because, I'm like the devil. I'm the former mayor of hell twice. So, yes. Anyway. So if you want that on the top, you can put it on the top. But if you want to go and change and put that in any other position, I will put that in that position, and I will bump that card to the number 1 slot. So what do you want to do?
Switch 1 and 3.
1 and 3. All right. So I'm going to set this down. 3 goes to 1. And that last card will go down in number 3. Are you happy with that? Do you want to change anything?
No, I think we're good.
You good? How does that feel to you?
It feels good. Let me see.
All right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a psychic experiment. It doesn't always work. But, if you get 1, it's really nothing. 2, it looks like you almost have some. It's only if you match all 3 of them up. Does it look like you've really done anything? Like you've really matched, right?
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry. It just doesn't always work. But today it did. So that's cool because you matched them all up. So give Maria a nice round of applause.
I matched them all up. Oh, let me bring them. I matched them up, guys.
It's amazing. That is amazing. But see, of course, had you not gotten all 3, he would have hit you with that electric shock.
Yeah. Had to get him.
Yeah, I know, right? And spit my gum out. Oh, man.
Did Ron freeze on us, or is that part of the trick?
I know, right? I think he froze up on us. Yeah, that was cool. Let me see.
Amazing.
Maria Psychic.
Oh, look who is backstage. I'm going to remove him until he comes back on. Okay. And let me just bring the boss on. Hey.
I see he dressed up for us today.
He did.
And I bet
he's not dressed yet. He's not dressed. I think he's staying backstage for a second. I'm waiting to hear from.
See, I figured if I was going to be on Maria's channel, I had to at least wear a collar.
Just a collar.
I'm wearing a collar. So.
Yes, collar.
And I'm wearing my Tea Telly necklace. See, it's got a tea cup with teacup, and then my television. So it's
so
Tea Telly.
And is that available in your merch store?
No, this was a gift. So it's one of a kind.
But as long as we're on the subject, everyone, Tea Telly does have a merch store. Make sure you check it out.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm like, oh yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. See, just for Maria, I wore my hair down today because usually I have it back in my braid.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're trying to snazz it up as much as possible.
Oh wait, hang on a second.
We were talking about drinks in the chat because of course we did. You bring me on, we're going to be talking about drinks.
Yes, I know, right? So I was just checking back. I'm just checking backstage to make sure I'm waiting. Let me find out where Ron went.
Was a Christmas drink, according to the chat.
Well, no, that's my opinion, but
Dr. Mika said I wore my hair down too.
Well, I do too. down and out.
I am waiting for my guests here. I'm waiting, checking to see if Ron's okay. So I don't mean to be rude, people. I'm just making sure that I've got stuff going on. So yes, this is is my are my chats moving on their own there?
They are moving.
Okay,
And
good.
We can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. Oh, there. Yes. Coming in through my. Oh, okay. Ron says he's on his way again. Stuff just crashed on him. So.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Good to see you guys.
Hey.
And
Hey.
hello. Our
Salute.
guest, one of our Seinfeld guests, has been delayed because he's having trouble with StreamYards. But good to see Troy and Netter. How are you guys?
Howdy, howdy. Good to see you, my friend.
Thanks for being here. See, your arm is gonna grow back sometime soon, huh?
It'll grow back. Yeah, it's going to grow back green.
I know.
Arg injected
That's
me
nice
with
to
something the other day.
I was gonna say, Arg kind of does look like he's like melding into you there, and you're gonna grow out a green arm soon, and yeah. But
So let me just take this opportunity to sincerely thank you, Troy and Netter, and I mean it when I say it, like for seriously, for leading the charge in positivity in our greater community.
I appreciate it. I haven't really set out to do anything special. I just, I just am what I am, so to speak.
We're just outgoing and friendly, and
The best I can do is encourage, cheerlead, support as best I can, and if that helps, great.
What's coming up next? While Maria's, I thought you were doing something, Maria. Are you doing something?
I'm waiting for Ron to come back. So
He's got a reboot.
What is coming up next for you guys? For Netter and Troy?
let's see. Actually, at 9 p.m. Central tonight, that's 10 Eastern, on Thursday Things on my channel, I will have special guest Andy Masterson, the Laboratory of Mayhem.
Yep.
nice.
Oh, I saw that. Great.
Love Andy.
I love Andy.
And tomorrow night on Last Call, we're just gonna we haven't done it in a while. We're just gonna do a Friday night free for all. Kind of leave it up to the chat to decide where we go and what we do. Although they're not going to keep me from drinking.
Okay.
That nothing will stop your roll with that, right?
Hey, that's what my Fridays are for, to hang out with my friends and to drink.
I got to meet Andy in person, by the way.
Did you?
And I got to play with his dolls. And it was
They're
really
action
funny because
figures.
Those
Those
are
are action figures.
Action figures.
we got to meet. So we met up at Starbucks, and he brought some of his stuff at Starbucks, and people were looking at us. I'm like, but it was lots of fun, and he is truly he's truly a master of his trade.
He's got some streams
right.
where he's actually doing the sculpting of the heads, and I just find that absolutely amazing. I mean, the because it's such a small scale, it's 1/6 scale, so it's like, man, that's just absolutely amazing.
So now he needs to make an action figure of you.
Happily
with fedora.
I don't know if anyone needs another physical representation of me, but
I could get that'd be cool with his fedora, yeah.
His fedora. So were you cracking up in the back, PJ backstage, when I said we didn't need two Marias? I could only imagine.
I heard
what you were
that.
saying.
I heard that.
I
We
can
don't
imagine what
need. We
you're
don't
saying.
need. Yeah, we don't need two Marias. We got enough with one.
Marias.
She talks for two anyway.
Okay.
We have one of our guests here, and it looks like he's been able to set up. And I will let Well, maybe I should make the introduction because Maria doesn't really know who it is.
No.
I'm gonna ask our friend here to. Can you just put that very familiar part of yourself on camera at first, so people recognize you at first? Jim. Let's see, and just give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go, Jim. James. Okay, I think he cannot hear me actually. So, are you guys Seinfeld fans? Troy and Nutter?
I wouldn't say I've watched every episode, but I've enjoyed what I have watched. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. James, can you hear us?
No.
Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us, James.
You make sure he's not in it.
He's backstage. Can you hear it? Can you hear me, James? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. I think we're gonna have to. Bring him in so he can hear us properly.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. Hello, James. Can you hear us?
He's not hearing us.
He's not here. You're not hearing us, right?
Oh,
you can't hear us. Oh, you can't hear us.
Hello.
We
can hear you.
Can you hear us? No.
We're gonna have to hold up signs.
He's in character of some sort, right?
Sound muted?
No, he's not muted.
He's muted, but we're muted from
Yeah,
now.
might he have muted his sound on his
He's
side?
not muted. No. He might need headphones. Need
Well, he
headphones.
muted us.
Okay.
Let's see. Put that up there. Maybe need headphones. Do you need headphones? Okay.
Okay, 1 minute.
He's like 1 second.
All right. And of course, we'll give a proper introduction once he's settled in. Did we lose Ron, Maria?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see what he said. Where's my phone? So I'm rebooting his. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was trying to get in another way, but so he has to reboot his laptop completely. So he'll be back in a second. He said. And I need to. Oops! What happened there?
Okay, that's okay. We can bring him back.
No. There we go. I was trying to make his bigger. His layout. I don't know why it's so small.
Okay.
Everybody's excited to see. Thank you all for being here. It is so good to have you here. And for those who are joining us, I see we have a few
now we can
people.
recognize him.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There we go.
All right.
We have quite the active chat. I love to see that and to welcome our guests and several people in here, our stream. Thank you so much for being here. Setting up. I'm waiting for the cat to walk in the background or the dog.
Holy smokes.
Cat or dog to make its appearance in his background. There you go. He's showing. He's
All right.
Is he?
All right, guys.
Showing us something?
Let's see. You can't hear us, can you, Jim? Can you hear us? No.
We can hear him though. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Listen. Leave and come back.
He just needs, I think, his headset so he can hear us. But...
See if that helps. So leave and come back. See if that helps. Okay. Okay. All right.
But as he was clicking off, I saw his hands.
He saw his hands. Let's give an introduction. Let's give a proper introduction then, while James comes back. Now, some of you guys remember our friend James from being on a couple of the shows of Orville Nation, and we were gonna, of course, show exactly who James is. You guys may recall. If you could share this, Maria. Actually, I think I can
Okay.
share it.
Yeah, you should have access.
Let's see.
And I see backstage he's got his headsets. Can thumbs up if you can hear us.
Can you hear us, James? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? No?
If he can't hear us with headphones, that's a problem.
That's why
Yeah.
I think he has us muted. Because I do that all the time. I hold the button to mute, so I don't hear
That, or
the
he
sound.
needs to
Alright.
go under the settings. Go under the
see.
settings and go under
Okay.
the audio.
All right. He's going to have to come back in.
Well, he probably needs to go under the settings and go under audio and click his headset to do it. You know what I'm saying? So at the bottom of the screen, go under settings and then audio, so he can adjust it.
And the other thing is there's so many places you can mute. You can mute at the earphones. You can mute your overall sound. You could mute StreamYard. It's, it can be confusing.
Thank you. Thank you for all of you who's showing in here, and thank you.
This is a little peek behind the curtain for all of y'all in chat. This is when you hear us talking about technical difficulties, these are the kinds of things we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's make a proper introduction to James. This is our friend James on Seinfeld, and you guys may remember.
Yes.
You guys may remember the episode of Man Hands, and of course, it was played by a blonde actress, but the famous part was her hands, played by James Ricart.
Yep.
Oh my God. His hands are not creepy, okay? They're not creepy hands. The only thing that made it so creepy was that it belonged to a dainty blonde. That's the only thing that made it so like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
That was it. That's awesome. I can't wait till he gets back here. He looks like lots of fun. And thank you to everybody commenting about the congratulations. Thank you so much, PJ. There's a lot of people saying hi.
Let me just make sure.
That's just amazing.
Let's see. Okay. He's going to come back in. And this is the actress who played the role, except for the hands. And like Maria said, she was a very dainty. Well, she didn't.
Oh yeah, Kristen Bauer.
Is that Kristen Bauer?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it. Yeah, yeah. That's great. She did so awesome. But isn't that something like how much talent it takes? Seriously, like you wouldn't think, oh, it's just bare hands and it's no big deal, but to actually be able to communicate everything exact as the actress is doing, to translate that with just hands. That's it. That's just it.
Well, and in the previous shot you showed where he's got his hands up on Jerry's face, you could see it's the same blouse material.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
James, can you hear us?
No.
Oh, good.
You can't.
Oh, no.
You can't hear us?
Oh,
Oh no.
You can't hear us then. Okay.
So I'm thinking it's in the settings. That's what I'm thinking. My techie vibe says it's in the settings.
Let me see if you
So,
go to settings.
Go into settings.
But that's all mic related. If you mean in StreamYard.
Yeah, in StreamYard, in the settings. All right, poor PJ's trying to type this one-handed.
All right, let me. You know what? Let me talk to him one sec. I'll be right back.
I see.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, because there's mic and then there's the
Yes.
speaker, and he needs
Yes.
to tell it to put it to his headphones.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a drop down. Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, and that's what'll do it every time. That's why I was having problems. It wasn't picking up my headset.
PJ must have just called.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly.
I like the
right.
sound effect.
Squeaky chair.
Oh my goodness. But hi to everybody here. Ron is still trying to get here too. What is going on tonight with all these technical
Your
difficulties?
guests
You know?
are, yeah. It's like there's some. You have been so successful that karma or fate or whatever it is just wants to attack your show, attack your friends and your guests. So you know what everyone needs to do here in the chat? Make sure you hit that like button. You know, if you are so inclined, join the channel. It's a great way to support the creator. Subscribe to one another, especially make sure you subscribe to Ron Fitzgerald. I had dropped his link before. Let me drop it again. And make sure you subscribe to each other.
Yep.
Sin's Corner is here. She's awesome too. Hey, Sin.
Hi.
PJ always says, together we grow.
Yep.
Encourage one another. Support one another.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys all for being here. And PJ's having that conversation with them right now, so we're waiting for them. Ron is still trying to get here. I should call him. Oh, wait. Where's he at? What's he doing? Oh, wait. Add to stage. Add to stage.
Do we lose everybody?
PJ's there.
Say hi to Christoph, the Vagrant
And Kevin
Supporter.
Spacey. Wow. Some real A-listers right there.
And for those of you who like horror comedies, Saturday on my channel for Netter's Network Retro Cinema, we will be watching. Oh shoot, what's the name of the movie? It's got
Dead
in the title.
Heat.
Dead Heat. I knew it had dead in the title. Like, what is it? Dead Heat with Joe Piscopo, blast from the
Oh,
past.
nice. Very nice. Sweet. Make sure to go there. And I just, before I forget, I just wanted to say thank you for Daryl for becoming
Yeah,
a
awesome,
Taco
man.
Cat. Taco Cat. And also,
And he gifted some memberships too.
I was going to say, there's 10 of them. You guys want me to snag them up because they go
You're
quickly.
gonna have to check your settings. You want to click on the join, and then when you get there, right on the right, the three buttons. Make sure you have it clicked to accept gift memberships.
Yep.
Wow, thank you, Daryl.
And PJ sounds far away.
I sound far away still.
Yeah,
Can you-
okay, there you go.
Oh yeah, you had your
Okay.
mic up. That's why.
Let's do okay. Thank you, Daryl, and I'm gonna find Daryl's channel and put it up there. Why don't we do this? James, can you read that? Can you tell us
We
a story
can
how
hear
you
you.
got the role, James? Tell us a story. Can he? It's too small for him to read. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's try this one sec. Can you read that, James? You can't read it. It's too small.
And hold it up to the camera.
All right. I cannot write. Can somebody write it?
Oh, that's right. You're
He's
unable. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Did
one-handed.
somebody write it on?
If you can do that for me, I'm gonna check the. Oh, look at that. We have the
can-
vacancy. We're with the dog.
Netter, can you write it? Do you have paper there?
I have paper, but I can't find the pen I had a minute ago.
Here, marker.
Okay, what am I writing?
Well, to
We
keep in
just-
spirit of the Seinfeld episode, let me just say that that right now James is talking about as much as he did on the Seinfeld.
Well, yeah, that's true. He didn't have any speaking lines. Let him know. Let him know that we can hear him. Go ahead and tell his story.
Yeah, tell him we can hear him. Just so that he knows, like, he doesn't accidentally whisper, God, I wish that chick would stop playing with their hair.
You or me?
Me, I'm always, my hair was wet, so I'm like, but I'm still waiting for Ron.
Well,
Poor guy.
going
He's-
forward, maybe we'll know we need to have like a dry erase board or
Okay.
something.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Can you
Let's
guys?
put up.
Can you see that?
Let me see if you got that centered. We can hear you. Go ahead and tell your story. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That works.
Okay, well, I can't hear it a darn thing. So these aren't doing any good. So somebody called me and said for me to go to CBS Studios on Radford. So I went over there, and there was a whole bunch of people in this big old stage. And there was a couple tables set up, and people were walking over there and putting their hands on the table. And Jerry was there. And I walked up and I put my hands down. Instead of flat, I put them like this. And Jerry was right there, and I said, you've done well for yourself. And he looked at me like almost like, how dare you speak to me? And I said, you probably don't remember me, but I used to sit next to you in at the James Best Theater Center. You had classes there, and then you went there for a couple months, and then you left and went to New York, and you became you, and now here you are, and here I am. And he kind of looked at me, and he goes, I remember that place. And then he went over and he spoke to a couple people, and he came back and he said, okay, thank you. And then the next day they called and booked me for it. So then on the day of shooting, I wore my body glove t-shirt, you know, the surfer hand thing. And and I went down there, and they had me shave my hair off my hands, and they did like a little makeup thing, and they put like a little bracelet on, and to match the girl, and then they had this lobster, and I tore the lobster up, and I didn't really realize that. I didn't think about it, but the lobsters, they got spines, and so one of them stuck me pretty good, and there was blood coming out, and I was like, kind of like, hey, and Jerry's sitting right across from me, and I said, I'm bleeding. So then he started to freak out, like, oh my God, I'm gonna stop everything, and I'm like, don't stop, just keep going.
Yeah.
So then afterward, he's like, you have to go to the nurse, you have to go to the doctors. I'm like, why? He goes, because even though you're going to be okay, we might get sued. I'm like, I'm not going to sue you. So, it's just kind of like that. And he was pretty nice. At one point, I wore contacts, and I had dust in my contact, and I couldn't see. And so he's like, what's wrong? I go, like, dust, I can't see. So he goes, what do you want me to do? I said, I need a restroom, a bathroom or something. So he said, put your hand on my shoulder. And so I did that. And he actually helped me walk all the way across to the little bathroom on the other side of the stage. And somebody was like, "Is everything okay?" And and he's like, "Yeah, no problem." So I thought that was pretty nice.
Oh.
And that Kramer guy was there, and I was struck how tall he was. That guy's pretty big, and I I can't tell if you guys can hear me or not. So
Yes, we can.
yeah, thumbs up. Thank you.
Is you and I do it the same
What
time.
else?
Right, exactly.
I was gonna wear my X-Files mask from when I guest starred on the X-Files, and gosh, you know what? It's been sitting there on this little styrofoam head that women put their wigs on. I have it on that, and it's just been sitting there so long. It's kind of it's gotten a little stiff, so it's just kind of
nice.
the way it goes. So I didn't want to bust it up or nothing, so it's still sitting there. So, but
Hey, Netter, do you have the sign up for him to check his private messages?
I will write one.
Okay, so that way he can see it there. You don't have to keep writing
no good.
stuff.
Thank you, Dr. O.
Oh, and now, I thought he froze there for a second.
No. That's awesome.
And see, it's really
Yeah, I don't
better
know.
that
Dr.
Natter
O
does
with-
the writing.
I know, right?
Right.
Dr. O with the
Big
$3
super
super
duper.
sticker. Thank you.
I think you need to.
Check the private messages.
Yeah.
All these little scrolling things you're referring to over there, where everybody's writing stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on the other
Netter, maybe it's better. Netter, it's better maybe just to tell him to check his Twitter private messages.
Okay.
I'll just. That's better maybe, because he's good with Twitter.
Join the chat.
It's like PJ tells me in the middle of the day, "Hey Troy, check your Discord."
I know, Troy.
Thanks to
Stop.
whoever-
Okay.
Get it. Stop focusing on your job and check.
Yeah,
your
I know.
Discord.
What am I doing working in the middle of the day?
Can you read that?
He might be checking Twitter.
Check Twitter message.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do I have it up high enough?
Pardon my squeaky chair.
Well, we did notice that, yes.
So I was going to tell Curtis, thanks to whoever gifted the membership. That would be Daryl who gifted those memberships, unless somebody snuck some in the meantime with that. So that was Daryl, and thanks for all of you who snagged those up. You are officially Taco Cat. Do I have a little thing for Taco Cat yet? I don't think I have.
I love that I'm a taco cat.
I know. Now I want a taco.
I want a cat.
Yeah, I know, a cat and a taco.
Okay, I will
Let me
write
see.
questions here. It says.
Yeah. Okay. And here's what he's going through tonight.
The state this microphone's cutting out on us. I'm awfully sorry. However, if it's unstate, so I must go.
I love that. That's classic.
That's what he's going through tonight.
Right.
Certified scuba diver. Yep.
Oh gosh, is he check? Is
And a few
doing?
years ago, I
PJ
became a certified lifeguard too, so I could work on a show in Louisiana in August.
Oh,
Let me
nice.
tell you, it's really hot in Louisiana in August.
PJ, is he reading his Twitter messages?
So
Yes.
I just can you hold that up again, Netter, so he looks at the question I posed to him. Thank you. Thank God Netter's here.
to hold up messages.
I gotta figure out which one I wrote it
Which
on.
note was
I would
it?
have.
Yeah,
I would have
okay.
been like, can.
Nope, it just zooms in on you.
Boom. Okay.
Zoom.
You got that.
How did I get into acting? Well,
And
when I was a little kid, there was this TV show on called The Wild Wild West with Robert Conrad. And I thought that was the most amazing thing. I thought it was so exciting. It was full of action, it was just great. I was like 8 or 9, and boy, that was the show. I thought it was great. And then I kind of realized, I was talking to some people, that the guys who were really having all the fun that I thought was the fun were the stuntman. It wasn't Robert Conrad. He was just, the actor guy. So then I found out about stuntmen, and I was like, wow, those are the guys having fun. So then I wanted to do that. And so we'd tie towels around our necks, and we'd climb up the wall, and we'd put our bedroom mattresses on the ground, and we'd jump off the wall, and we'd make, little ramps with our bicycles, and we'd jump stuff all over. And got a little older, and found out that a kid that I went to high school with, Rick Kahana, that his dad was a stuntman, and he had been in all kinds of movies. He was the Killer Elite, Planet of the Apes, a whole bunch of stuff. And he was a martial artist instructor and all this stuff. So I went and talked to him and knocked on the door. Mr. Kahana, I want to be a stuntman like you. He goes, how old are you? He goes, I told him, and he goes, yeah. He goes, come back when you're 18. And I did. And so then I joined his little stunt school, and we started jumping off the top of the buildings and renting cars from the rental car places, which you weren't supposed to do. We would teach ourselves how to slide the cars and do all this different stuff. And then everybody kept saying, you should do commercials. You should do commercials. And I was like, nah, that's not the thing for me. And then I signed up for a commercial class, because they kept telling me to. And you know what? 2 things. A lot of cute girls, and it was really hard and challenging. So, because of the challenge, I just kept at it. And the weird thing about Hollywood is that you're in whatever you're doing, they think that that's all you can do. So if you want to be a stuntman, they think all you can be is a stuntman, and you're like somebody who can't speak, can't do anything. And if you're an actor, they want you to just be an actor and not fall down or be athletic. And it's kind of weird, because I think people should be able to do both, but in their minds, it's one or the other. Mm-hmm. So over time, I was trying to go to school, and I was cleaning swimming pools also, and doing construction and doing a lot of stuff. So I did that, and then to pay for going to school, right? So, and I ended up putting myself through school, because the other stunt guys were saying, you know what, if you get hurt, you need something to fall back on. And I saw this one month, 3 guys got hurt pretty bad. So I was thinking, got to make sure I get some sort of an education. So I put myself through Cal State Northridge, and I got a degree in journalism, and then I kept going, and I got another degree in history. And the thing about that, if you're in school, you can't be out hustling work over here. So that's why I sort of got over to the acting thing. And then I was working at a talent agency and seeing how that worked and learning all about that. And that's kind of weird. You got people who are like really talented. One thing that really struck me is people who are really talented. And I remember there was this one guy. This guy could have been Brad Pitt or bigger, right? But this guy, I don't know. They couldn't get a hold of him on the phone. He was always surfing, and they'd leave messages on his answer machine, and they'd come home at like 6:30, and Where were you? Oh, I was surfing. Well, you know, you got to check your messages once in a while. So whatever could have become of that guy because he was a slacker, always surfing, didn't happen. You know, I don't care what you want to do. You know, you want to be an astronaut, you got to go learn to get an education to be an astronaut. You got to learn how to fly. You got to be available. You got to go down there. You got to do your stuff. You got to do the work. They're not going to come knock on your front door just because you think you're going to be an astronaut. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to care. So you got to put it out there. Whatever it is you want, you got to put it out there. And if people come around and they say, you can't do that. You won't be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that want to basically keep the status quo where you're not challenging anything and everything's peachy keen for them.
Netter, can you hold up that sign again?
Up above them in some sort of way, accomplish something, and you gotta get out there. Whatever it is, check Twitter messages.
Whatever it is, check Twitter messages.
Whatever it is, check Twitter messages.
My goodness.
So I'm asking him about, and thank you, Ron, for coming back.
I was in Scrooged.
Were you in Scrooged?
I don't think it was in Scrooged. Who said that?
Dr. O said he was maybe in Scrooged. So he did.
I don't recall.
Unless
Scrooge.
that's
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
Maybe Dr. O was kidding. Okay. Let's see.
Scrooge. I don't recall anything like that ever.
Guys, that's Daryl's channel. Thank you, Daryl, for those memberships for Maria. Thank you very much.
Basically, if you want to get out there and there's something you want to do, you want to be a fireman, go be a fireman. Don't listen to your friends because they don't really care. You know, they might be your friends, but if somebody's giving you negativity, they're not really not your friend. You know, so you know your real friends will support you. Your real friends will say, "Yeah, go do that." You know, if you see somebody who's got a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari, you know, be happy for them because they achieved that. That's their thing. Don't be envious of them. Go out and do it yourself. I have a Honda Element, so I don't have a Ferrari.
All right. This is awesome. We've got everybody here now. And, oh God, Bosco.
Just read that.
Well, you know,
astronauts got
dreams.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see. I was gonna try and okay. So it's been such a crazy night with all these technical difficulties.
You know,
crazy.
You're talking about Scrooge. I'm wondering if you're referring. It makes me think of. Gosh darn it! Who's the guy that was Fonzie? Fonzie, you know, Henry Winkler, right? I worked part-time at Malibu Grand Prix, and a lot of different celebrity people used to come in, and there was this cold night, and it was windy, and I was all bundled up, and I had my little broom and my little thing to flick the stuff in, and I was going around sweeping and stuff. And then I walked into where all the pinball machines were, and Henry Winkler was standing there. He's looking at me, and I looked at him, and then I turned and went out the front doors, and I was out there picking up paper cups and popcorn and whatever junk that people threw on the ground. And then so I'm doing that and putting it all in a big hefty bag. And I hear this voice behind me say, "Here's some more stuff for you." And I turn around, and gosh darn it, it was Fonzie. It was Henry Winkler. And you know what? We spent like an hour, him and me. And this was at the height of his being Fonzie. And we're walking around and picking up all the junk. He's helping me. He goes, "Yeah, everybody was staring at me. I didn't like it in there. So I saw you come outside here. So I thought I'd come out and help you." I go, "Well, thanks." And so you know, he wasn't all about himself. He was, asking questions about me.
Nice.
Awesome. That's awesome. So Ron, you came in
Makes me
kind
a
of
little
late.
emotional that someone I thought that was big,
Yeah.
a big star was like asking about me. And so
that's awesome.
Gosh darn it, we just walked around and picked up trash. This big TV star and me picked up trash, and it was really cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And
so
then,
yeah, Ron,
on the other
so
side
he
of that
can't hear
coin,
us.
Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward came in there one time, and I was still there.
Can you hold the message up again, Netter?
I'm looking at the ground, and these two feet
let him tell a story real
up
quick.
into my line of sight while I'm looking down at the pavement, and this voice says, "Are the cars ready?" And I looked up, and right in front of me here's Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward, and I'm like, so I wait a second, and I went back, and yeah, they're ready. But he was, a different type. He was pretty full of himself, so different kind of person. But gosh darn, Paul Newman, man, he's a true movie star. He's great. Check messages.
This is going to be a classic episode.
This is going to be a classic. So,
All right,
Ron,
so
you can't hear
I told
us.
Ron,
Okay.
I told James that we're going to go to Ron for a little bit and to hold. Okay. So go ahead, Maria.
No, that's okay. I was just going to say, Ron, you came in kind of late. It's been a crazy night with all these technical difficulties. You bounced out. We can hear him, but let me see where you are. There we go. Sorry. You're mute. You were muted. I unmuted you. We can hear him, but he can't hear us. And you came back to us. Thank you.
Well, I had a massive power failure on set, so you can tell I'm in a different room now. So I am elsewhere in the mansion. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's when you wanna get out a ball peen hammer to fix the equipment because it's not cooperating. So I'm glad you couldn't hear me after everything after everything went dark. So.
Ron, I had suggested to Maria that this is a little bit of karma balancing out. She makes it to 30,000. She's doing so great. Wonderful luck. She goes to celebrate it, and then her guests get hit with all the technical difficulties.
Weirdness. Yes. So, well, but, the important thing is I made it back in, so to hear back to celebrate with you, I guess it's like, like everything else I do, it has
a magic power.
Yeah.
We've still made it a great night. I don't know how long James has with us. PJ, if you let him know, I'm trying to see, making sure that I'm aware of his time. I don't know how long he has.
He has a little bit longer with us.
Okay, because I know Netter has a show right after mine, and I'm watching the time to make sure she has time to go do a few things before her show starts.
Mine's not till 9 Central, so...
Yeah, we got about an hour and a half. We're good.
Okay. Okay.
Can I ask a question? Is it true that Troy and Netter know Ron?
Yeah.
Yes, we were talking about that at the beginning. I said, I'd be shocked if Ron remembered us, but we had met at one con or two. I can't remember. It was 2009 and or 2010 at a Chicago convention.
Go ahead. It could have been a couple of different.
Were you at more than one Sci-Fan? It only ran for like 2 or 3 years.
It only ran 2 years, and I did my show there. I think both years. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did see you there both years, and we just did a little bit of reminiscing about some of the.
You can hear us.
Oh,
Yay!
awesome!
You know what I did?
Together.
You know what I did? I went to his settings and I canceled everything. to see if that would do it.
You can hear us, James?
Oh wow!
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go cancel all his settings and see if that works.
Awesome. Now we're
Oh,
all together.
nice.
You're
And I was
conjuring
sitting there-
everyone back up, Maria.
And
I know. When I want something, I will get it. I'm like, thank you so much. Yeah, so we were just in the middle of telling the story about how, my guest, Ron. James, good to talk to you finally.
Hi. Hi, Maria.
Yeah, he
Right,
hasn't
guys.
heard any of this.
Let's just get on the same page. We cannot say any more mean stuff about James.
Oh yeah.
And I see.
What are you, wait. What are you holding up?
It's
What
the
was
end
that?
of the. I have a microphone, right?
Ah.
Oh,
And it was plugged in, and I was sitting there and thinking, well, maybe something's wrong with that. And so I pulled it out, and then I started hearing noise coming out of. And I was.
There
So I don't
you
know if
go.
it's something you did or something I did, but I can hear you.
We're
that's awesome.
together now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's so good to
everybody.
talk to you. I was about to learn some sign language, put smoke signals. I didn't know what I was really weird. You know what? We did it anyway. Somehow we got through and we heard you perfectly. loud and
Interpretive
clear.
dance.
I know. I was like getting ready. I was going to start making letters and have these guys do them with me.
But see, this is why I drink. I figure, well, if I can't do anything else, at least I can drink.
You
Oh
know,
my
and
gosh.
It caught me unawares. I had no idea I would get kind of flustered, emotional there talking about Henry Winkler of all people, But
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty cool back then. So yeah,
Great story.
It was. It's actually good to hear that, and I was getting emotional listening to it too, because to me, it is a beautiful thing to hear when somebody that has the status they do, that they recognize you as an equal. I know that sounds, kind of bizarre, but nothing worse than feeling like you're down here and they're way up there and you don't know how to connect. So when you hear stories like this, that you feel like you're an equal, it means a lot, because, we're people too, and we matter just the same. And so it's nice to hear that. So I was getting emotional with you. It was good to hear that. I'm actually friends with one of his friends. I'm friends with, the Fonz's friend. So he has the same stories as well. So,
well, if you could pass that on, that would be great.
Yeah,
I will actually. I will do that. Let me do that right now.
Now, were we going to get more magic from Ron?
Yes, if we're good, yeah, I'm all in.
I was hoping so, because I wanted you to do. I know that it's Tea Telly. It's a nice little celebration, but this is all about you guys that did this for me. So I want, if you can do that for him, for James, our special guest.
Yep.
And do that for him. That would be awesome.
What?
So James, Ron, my friend Ron, he is an actor, an illusionist, and magician. The dark ground, the whole bit. He is really awesome, and he's been doing it for a long time. And so he was going to do some magic with me, but I want him to do that with you.
Here, right now?
Yeah, I don't know what he has in store.
You wanna help me with one?
I'll do what I can.
I've got cards, so I'm gonna go through the cards. A packet of 4 cards. They're clipped together, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna talk you through it. There's a little story. It's about vampires, because we have Lady Vampire, right?
Okay.
In your comic, right, Maria?
Yes, Lady Vampira. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a vampire story. Okay. So
okay.
And you're gonna be, and what is PJ?
He's backstage.
Oh, go ahead.
Who am I talking to then?
Oh, James. You're going to talk to James.
Okay, James. Thank you, James. All right, so James, I'm going to talk you through the story, and you're just going to give me some answers, and we're going to see what we find, you're going to be a vampire hunter, and you're going to find. Well, you're looking for the Queen of the Damned. They have the 4 royal ladies here, the 4 queens. One of them is the Queen of the Damned. All right. So are you ready?
Okay, let's
All right.
go for it.
He's like, okay.
The vampire hunter runs on instinct. So try not to think about it too much. Give me your immediate reaction to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good, James. Here we go. So James, the vampire hunter. And here we go. We're off. And you find the 4 royal ladies. They're in a lovely, fancy ballroom, much like this one. and there's 4 of them. They have floor-length velvet gowns. 2 of them wearing black, 2 of them wearing red. Okay? So 2 of them are leaving. They're wearing the same colored gowns. The ones that are leaving, are they dressed in black or red?
Red.
Red. You're letting the red ones leave.
Red. Yeah.
And your instincts serve you well because you're there. You're
Oh, God. No, don't freeze up now.
all
Oh, there he is.
room with the 2 ladies in black. They must be kind of goth. Those. They're both wearing
Hey, Ron.
black. One of them is the vampire, the Queen of Damned. The other one is a warm drink. So, yes.
Sorry, you kind of
there?
cut out just a little bit when we got
Did I?
to when he said red dress. So
Oh, the
When he
ones
said
in the
red,
red
when-
dress left. Yes, they left the ballroom. The 2 in black are there. So now one of them's the vampire, the Queen of the Damned. The other one's a warm drink. And James, do you think out of the black, do you think that would be represented by the four queens of the cards? Do you think that would be spades or clubs?
The vampire is the clubs.
The club. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. You're using your instinct well. So I'm going to take the clip off, and we'll find that inside in the cards, you found the Queen of the Damned. She's in there, face up, like a vampire in her coffin. There's the Queen of Clubs.
Higher run.
Are we in? Are we in the shot?
Yes. Yeah, you're in the shot.
Yes. All right. And also, I wanted to show you that, you know, the other ones are blue bloods, and the Queen of the Damned, of course, is blood red back. And in fact, I was so sure you would find her, I didn't even bring the other 3 queens to the party.
Wow.
So
Oh my gosh.
The vampire hunter.
Very good.
Wow.
You must join the the Magic Castle.
Oh,
I performed there.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome, Ron. Cool.
Yeah, I performed at the Magic Castle.
Yeah, I've seen you guys will have to go check him out because he does he does one that's going viral right now where he's dancing with a ball. But and I've seen his levitations. I've seen a lot of the stuff that he's done, so it is good. Thank you for doing this spare of the moment magic on.
Thank you.
You know,
I hope that
this
looks
show,
okay with it glitching and everything again. So
No, don't worry about
Nope.
it. I don't know
All
what's
That's
no,
cool.
and thank you, James.
Thank you. That was cool.
Good.
When we were talking,
That was awesome.
I have
about
to
how
say
we
hi to
met
BJ
Ron,
up there.
it's like I understand him not remembering Troy, but I haven't changed.
well, you know, let me share something with Ron because you wouldn't have known this. So every time we see a magic show, you know, whether it's yours or anyone else's or something on TV, Netta will say to me, "Do you know how that's done?" Because she knows that I've studied, you know, magic with Jerry G. Bishop and so forth. So I know how a lot of these tricks are done. And I said, and oftentimes I'll tell her, yeah, but that doesn't make it any less amazing.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes knowing how a trick is done, you're like, oh man, he did that perfectly. That's just amazing. It is an incredible skill. And this is the other thing I point out to her. Knowing how it's done and being able to do it, 2 very different things.
Oh yeah.
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 It's like it's like saying I know how, an appendectomy is done intellectually. I would not,
Right.
ever do such a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know
Or
what I just
competent brain
realized?
surgery.
You know what I just realized that tonight, the thing that did come together well is that Ron's good with his hands, and so is James.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
I liked how I worked that one out.
Oh, James, because you couldn't hear us. There is at one point when you went out, you went up and did this with your hand. I said, "Hey, we saw his hands."
I'm like, how come those look familiar?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling PJ what you couldn't hear was, I was telling him, it's just, oh my gosh, it wasn't like your hands are awesome. Your hands are awesome. There's nothing wrong with your hands when they belong and they're attached to you as, James. But when you see it coming from a dainty blonde skinny, you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
It was just nasty, but it was hilarious. Oh my God, that was so hilarious. But anyway, you guys in the chat have been awesome.
Yep.
We haven't been able to keep up too much, and I apologize for that. But I want you to know that we are watching and are aware of all the hellos, the congratulations, talking to our guests here, James. And if you had questions, PJ just took off on me. I don't know where he's at. If you had questions, I'm sorry if I missed them, but I'm sure we'll go back and we'll ask him and then see if he can't get back to you on that. But if you do have questions, he is on Twitter, if you don't mind us giving that out, Mr. James, so that people can catch up with you, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. We'll bombard you.
Yeah. If you want to follow me, that's fine. I don't know where I'm going, but,
Don't worry, I won't message you at 3 a.m. Wait.
Doesn't
work that way, does it?
I was thinking about, there's all these influencers, right? So if you're following an influencer, aren't you then under the influence and you should not be driving or operating heavy machinery?
That's true. Troy?
Yeah. No, that's why I don't drive. That's why I always have a designated driver to end my streams for me.
Right. I had one time decided to have a beverage, a drink, on one of my live streams, and if anybody's ever noticed, I haven't done it since. Because I kind of got a little tipsy. I can't hold my liquor very much at all. I'm not, I don't drink too much. So
you're fun without drinking, though, Maria.
I'm goofy enough. I just,
who was the first person who got me drunk? This one right over here. Yeah,
Miss Netter, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what a bad.
She took me out on my 21st birthday. We went to Benihana's.
He had a Japanese Boilermaker. So
Yep.
that's Sapporo beer and sake.
Oh, I was ripped.
There you go.
I was ripped. I got up from the table to go to the restroom, and I was heel toeing it the whole way. Everyone at the table's laughing. I'm like, this may be a while.
Oh my gosh!
I
do have a question for James. Hang on one second, real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
It's waiting with baby.
Sorry. What is your superpower?
What is my superpower?
Yes.
Well, I wish my superpower was invisibility, but what is my superpower? I'm going to say actually listening to people. I try to actually listen to what they're saying, what they're really. A lot of times people say something and their words are not really what they're saying. They're saying something that you have to be really paying attention to. And so I try to actually listen to people. You know,
That's a
otherwise,
great superpower.
I don't know.
No, it's good. That's an awesome superpower to have, because a lot of times we're so like not in the moment, and we talk over each other all the time, and we are concentrating on what we're going to say so much that what everybody else is saying kind of slides by. You hear it, but you don't take it in. And so for you to be able to do that, to not only listen to somebody, but to actually to be able to decode what they're actually saying is a true gift, and it is a superpower. So that's awesome.
Well, I try. I don't know how successful I am, but I try. But I have noticed that when you're speaking to other people, they're waiting for you to take a breath so that they can jump in and say what's on their mind, because they're not really listening to you.
Exactly.
They're waiting for you to pause and jump in. So,
exactly.
you know.
That's why I said it is nice, because you just listening is a skill, and it is a very good superpower to have. So that's awesome. I'm glad. I bet nobody's asked you that before. You're like, what is this chick on?
What?
My superpower is probably something stupid like glitter shooting out my eyes or something. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. PJ, I don't know. He's backstage now finally, but I don't know if you jumping in or you just staying back there. You hiding?
I'm hiding from Ron because he's very intimidating.
You know what? He just told me that the other day. He's like, Maria, people are like thinking I'm just like, can I probably, trip them or something like, that they get intimidated. But Ron is like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah,
so.
He is.
Ron, I was last time you were on, I was backstage, and you're such a nice guy. But some of those pictures you take, you're so good at taking some of those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why I'm an actor. I mean, I've got the look of a spooky guy, and I got the look of someone you don't want to mess with. So that's how thankfully I like those roles, and it's fun to play that, and it works for the show. But yeah, I mean, I personally have a very different vibe than I look, thankfully, because if I acted like I looked, you wouldn't want me on here.
We wouldn't be friends. But I saw past that. I saw past that, and I was like.
By the way, thank you. You were such a great sport the last time you were on, because you had just gotten like some kind of dental surgery.
Yeah, it looks better now, but it was not long after jaw surgery. It was a big surgery. You can still hear it in my voice a little bit. I mean, they removed half of my jaw and replaced it with part of my shoulder blade. So
wow.
It was a 12-hour surgery, and I'm up in the hospital. It was not fun.
Wow, imagine that.
It was a big thing, and it was it was one of those things. It was just like where you got to go back at it, and you really got to go at it and push back against that, because it was nasty. It was but thank you for saying that, because it was. And I mean that's the thing. You got to show up,
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you well now, or were you ill? Did you get an accident?
I don't know if I would say that I am well. Yeah, I'm good. I'm much better. Thank you for asking, by the way. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So for my superpower, I would want it like Wolverine. They can keep the adamantium claws and the skeleton. Right. I want his healing power is what I want.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I would want my superpower to be something that I'm afraid of, so that I'm not afraid of it anymore. Like, I'm afraid of heights, and I always dream about flying. But when I fly in my dreams, the only way I can do it is to run, and the harder I run, the harder I jump, the higher I can fly. If I don't do it very well, then I'm flying too low, and I'm hitting all the cables, and I'm all... In my dreams, I make a fool of myself, okay? And I'm just like...
That is a dream of freedom. I used to have that dream a lot when I was younger, but it was different. I didn't have to run like you do. I would spin, and the more I would spin, I would rise higher. It's weird. It's kind of similar in a way to what your dreams are like. Yeah. Crazy.
And it's always like, I always have people trying to touch me when I'm flying, and I'm like, don't touch me, I'm flying. What were you saying, James?
He's ascending.
Yeah.
Yes. The thing is, I always have more fun in my dreams, which is why I don't know why I don't sleep much more, because I love my dreams. I can actually rewind. I can fast forward. I can change things. I can stand there and go, you know what? I don't like this scene. And I can just wave my hands and the scene will change. I can grow my hair. I can do whatever I want to. Like, I have total control in them. I have powers. And it's so stupid because I clean in my dreams. I'm like, this place is messy. And I'll just snap my fingers and make it clean. I was like, why am I cleaning in my dreams? But I love doing that. I can breathe underwater. I can walk through walls, and I do everything. And so I love having that control. And I also didn't know that people normally don't see in color in their dreams, because I see in color. I can smell things, like I can smell horrible things, and I can smell beautiful things. Yeah, and I didn't know people didn't actually dream in color. Most of them dream black and white. So I love my dreams, and I want the superpowers.
Smell things, taste things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's me.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's fun. But how did I get on that subject? I don't know. So, okay, PJ made his point that Maria has the gift of gab.
That's a good thing when you're hosting a stream.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I know, right? Anybody short on time here, because we've been on for way longer than I thought that we would be, because I'm like having fun. This is great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like to think my superpower is encouraging people.
You do. You're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Say that again, Eder.
My superpower is encouraging people.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and comforting them too. Like, that's a good thing. Troy,
Troy can
yes,
tell you,
she does give great hugs. There's no doubt about that.
Sweet. Well, you're a little biased, and she might hug you a little bit differently than she might hug me. So just saying. Troy, what's your superpower?
Okay. I really do have a superpower. It's not that great a superpower.
Oh, yeah.
You know how the X-Men, they're mutants, right? Well, a number of years ago, I went to the doctor because I was having some really bad chest pains. They did all kinds of tests on me to find out what was wrong, only to find out I had these clots in my lungs. And they did a genetic test on me to find out that I have something called factor V Leiden thrombophilia. It's a mutation in, I don't remember which gene it is, that once I start to clot, I like to clot a lot, which is great if you get cut, really bad, you clot quickly. But, if you're sedentary for any length of time, you could, you can get a clot that just kind of breaks off and goes to your brain, goes to your lungs. So that's not so good. But, I said, that's great. I'm a mutant, but I don't get the cool stuff like X-ray eyes or super strength or something like that. I am the clot.
The clot.
So, Troy,
right.
Do you have too much vitamin K in your system?
Actually, no, that's not the problem. But there was a blood thinner they had me on to counteract it, where I had to be very careful of my vitamin K levels. But now they've got me on a different one that isn't really affected by vitamin K. But yeah, good question. Yeah, that wasn't the issue though. No, it's literally the enzyme that is supposed to stop you from clotting after right. the cell walls or whatever are covered over or whatnot, that tells it to shut off. I don't make sufficient amounts of that. That's the problem.
Wow. So you can basically cut yourself shaving and bleed to death right there.
Well, no, because they've got my levels, through medication on a good level. But I did not tell when the doctor was explaining it to me. I understood everything he was talking about. I did not explain it to Netter until we left the hospital, because I didn't want her to realize, as they were putting me on heparin to break up those clots, how dangerous that is. So I'm like, maybe I don't want her worrying so much, you know?
Yeah.
And then after we left, I'm like, okay, just so you know, when I'm in a situation like that, that's not a good thing. You know, it could be a stroke, could be a heart attack. She's like, why did you tell me? You didn't need to worry if nothing happened. If it happened, then you worry.
And he was already in the hospital, so.
Right, exactly.
Now, Troy, does that condition have anything to do with Klingon heritage?
Well, it's interesting because it really is. There is a belief that there is an adaptive quality to it. That if you for healing purposes, if you get caught, keep you from bleeding to death. It's just it's not a fully formed kind of a thing. It could be dangerous in modern settings. So if I was a more active person, with great heart health and everything, I might not have even noticed. So
yeah, and the way we actually kind of found out about it is that he was laying down. He went to push himself out and got a really bad pain in his side.
I pulled a muscle or something.
Yeah, so we figured he pulled a muscle. So he stayed home from work the next morning. I came home from work. He goes, I haven't been able to make it out of bed all day. Yeah. So got him to the hospital. They started running all the tests. And they're like, we're pretty sure you just pulled a muscle. So, we'll probably just give you some muscle relax and send you home. But we got one more test we're waiting for results on. And not even 5 minutes later, the doctor came back in and said, we're admitting you right now. Yeah, okay, yeah, take him up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So
that's crazy.
And that's when we found out about the blood clots.
Yep.
You know what? This is just kind of a testament to that we are a lot more, delicate than we think, even though we try to, most of the guys jump off trees and act like, nothing's going to hurt them. But we are very, we are fragile, and having that in your head should be something that encourages people to just do what they want to do in their life and just go for it, because you never know when we could go. And I think about that sometimes. Like, I'm sitting there going, gosh, what if I got smushed by a bus full of penguins tomorrow or something? Did I do everything in my life I wanted to really do instead? And if I'm not, then I should, so that if I go, I'm going to go happy and hopefully impact people around me in a positive way and leave a mark in a positive way. So just hearing these stories of you guys and everything you did, and I almost died myself a couple times, and woke up to the doctors with their eyes this big trying to revive me and stuff, and woke up. It was kind of a scary thing to know that I had gone for a little bit. And so we've all been touched by close to or something that can take us. So let's make the most of our life, shall we? And just do and be things that the best that we can be. And that's what I have to say. I know I'm blathering here, but it's kind of a theme here tonight. That's why I'm not doing a celebration so much, but an appreciation for everybody who's here. And like Netter says, I said too, you can be anywhere, and here you are. But I'm doing this, what I have wanted to do for a long time. I didn't know I was going to be a YouTube person, but to entertain people and to make them laugh and to have them remember who they are, and to feel again, because I think people lose their feelings. And that sounds bizarre, but it's almost like we ignore everything. We just keep ignoring things. There's so much noise in our life that we don't stop for 1 second to listen to ourselves and to the things that are happening around us. Like the way James is explaining, to be able to listen And that's why I'm saying that's an amazing gift to have. But this is like for us to come together like this and to all have different stories, but all kind of mean the same thing, to where our lives are fragile, and let's go out and spread some glitter,
Out of your eyes.
out of my eyes, my superpower.
That's right.
But I'm actually, if you can hear me, I'm trying to wind down because like I didn't realize I've been on this long. Keeping everybody.
Just one sec, Maria. James, my friend Lee here, if he's still here, he came in to the stream just to see if Man Hands was here. So if you can hold up your hands, see, he's really here. He's really here, Lee.
Here, I'll grab my iPad.
His iPad. Those are,
yeah, they definitely.
Have you ever measured them mitts? Have you ever measured them? Like,
you need to
they
have
look
your
big
hand
to me.
coming back at you like you were doing with Jerry
No,
Seinfeld doing these things.
Well, two things I've discovered with having large hands. Two things that are absolutely beneficial. They come in really handy on a hot day.
Yeah, right.
Right? And when you're swimming, they help a lot when you're swimming.
There you go.
And paddle.
Right? And you know what they say? Big hands, big gloves.
Big heart.
So, big gloves.
See, that's just it. They look way better on you than they do on Kristen Bauer. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. And Alicia, thank you for popping in all the information. If you could put up his IMDb, because James has done a lot of other stuff as well. And so you can go check out his IMDb and see some other fabulous things that he did. See the understanding himself. He's all
You okay?
Anyway, oh, it's contagious. I'm sorry. Look what you did there. Yeah, if you can, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Pop that IMDb in there, because I think that you're going to be doing more stuff for us, James.
I hope. Holy smokes.
I do that to men.
Take your breath away. You know.
I'm kidding.
I don't, right now the whole Hollywood thing is very weird. We had COVID, when everything got really slow, really weird. People were all freaking out. Then we had the writer's strike and the directors. I think they went on strike for like 2 days. We had the SAG-AFTRA thing go on strike, and so those are over. And everybody thought, oh, everything's going to get really, really busy. Everything's going to be great. Everybody's going to be working. This is going to be great. It's slower now than ever. So, I mean,
we just got to keep fighting for that kind of thing, because one of the things I'm going to fight against a lot is, don't get me wrong, AI technology can be good in some instances, like when helping me make a thumbnail. Okay, fine. But, I don't want our actors going anywhere. I don't want anybody else going anywhere, because we need them. I want our scripts and TV and everything being done by genuine people behind a desk doing stuff. And, don't feel bad, James, because I have a friend who has done TV show after TV show after TV show. And he is even going, anybody got a job for me? And he is a famous actor, and I'm like, whoa! So it's hitting a lot
Damn,
and
I want some lobster.
I know, right? Tacos and lobster.
Lobster tacos.
Lobster tacos. Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yesterday you were saying you wanted cake. I just made you a cake. I
know.
Yeah,
she's like,
stream. I
can't keep up with your cravings, Troy.
I know.
That's funny.
Oh,
no, I think that.
Yep, that was fun. That was the first one of the night.
Actually, it's the second. She did one earlier.
Oh, I missed it. Okay.
I think Ron's going to be busy. I think James, you're going to be busy. We're all going to be busy. Channel's growing. Everything's going. Let's just keep up the fight. Let's keep going at it and just, make them watch us, make them listen to us.
Well, if you're just sitting around waiting for the phone to ring, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
true.
You gotta get out there and do stuff. You gotta
make it happen.
You gotta get out there, and some people say you gotta make your own luck. I still don't understand that one because I've been thinking a lot about luck. What is luck? What really is luck? And I think luck is completely random because you go buy a lottery ticket, it's random who's going to win. People say, oh, you got to it depends on how prepared you are to take advantage of an opportunity. And that's a kind of good fortune that if you go to school and you learn how to do carpentry, that you're able to have that skill to take advantage of when your neighbor needs to install a new door. Okay, so but I don't really think that's luck, because I think luck is really, I think it's random, because I see people who are just really smart who are just not so lucky. I see people who are evil knuckleheads who are really lucky, and I'm just like, so it doesn't have any, I don't think it has anything to do with how kind you are, how good you are, or how evil you are. It's just
going out random. And doing it.
It's just random.
I think what you're saying, James, I'm totally digging what you're saying. The universe is random, but I do believe that you can, it's statistics, right? You can improve your chances if you are more skilled, if you are, in the right place at the right time, if you're networking, whatever the thing is, you can go out and make things happen for yourself. You can't do it 100%. You can't overcome luck 100%, but you can improve your chances to the best of your ability. And you look for those, how can I put myself in the best, because maybe the lottery isn't your game. Maybe roulette isn't your game. Maybe you go and you play blackjack, and you learn the strategy, because you have the best chance maybe at that. Just saying.
And it's also just like you said, James, getting out there, because I can read a book about learning how to fly a plane, but does anybody want to get in the plane with me because I read a book?
Well, I don't know. In your dreams, you have a hard time getting up past the poles, so I'm not so
sure. I know, right?
Exactly.
Hey guys, I don't want to keep you all too much longer because wow, I can't remember the last time I streamed this long, but I've been having so much fun despite all our technical issues that we've had tonight. PJ, you want to stay backstage?
I was a deaf mute for a little while, so I'm okay.
No, it's it was coming at us at both ends. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to say something entertaining. PJ, are you still backstage so we can all round it up here and let everybody do their thing? He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. So after this, guys, for those of you still in here, Netter and Troy have something going on tonight.
Yep,
so you can follow
one more time.
Yeah, you just go there tonight and get some more of them tonight if you want to see them. James, you know what? It's been so fun having you here. You're such a
fun.
Is it? This is good.
Yeah,
I'm glad. We'll have to have you back sometime because it was fun. And you are a champ for just sticking through, the issues where you couldn't hear us, but you gave us the facial expression like I'm listening. I just can't hear you. I'm listening, but I just can't hear you. I know. I was like,
it was worth it. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice
I want to shake your hand.
Maria, like
I'll
this.
put her hands up there.
There you go.
Yes, there we go.
And Ron, I thought your
Okay.
magic was fantastic.
Yeah, you're awesome, man. You
Yeah,
really
it's like
are.
I always
Oh.
enjoyed watching you perform.
Well, thank you. It's a little clunky trying to keep it in frame for you guys and everything, but thank you very much. You know, I mean, there's better stuff that's shot professionally over on my channel.
Yes,
If you wanna
and
see
and
that.
I've been dropping that link all night. Make sure if you haven't already,
Thank you.
go subscribe to Ron's channel. Check out his content. He's got some great stuff there. Do you have a video up of the razor blade trick?
I do. If you want to see me eat razor blades, it is in
That's
the
a great one.
live performance playlist. Is what I'm thinking. So it's on
There
there.
you go.
And,
Yeah.
and Ron,
so
I
check
did
that
just
out.
sub to
And
you
can-
because
I'm live streaming. Thank you. I love that thing. It gets a lot of attention. So if you want to see me eat razor blades, that's part of the show.
Yep.
Check that out. That video's up there. And then you can see me. I'm going to live stream tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time, and Maria's going to join me.
There you go.
Yes, I'm going to join him tomorrow from Mama Telly's house because I got to go with her.
Yeah.
To Mama's house, and so I'll be doing from there. But Mackany always has. You're always making me cry.
No,
He is
it's true.
the sweetest.
It's very true.
The sweetest. Mackany, a super chat for $30. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Somebody else is gonna have to read it, James, because last time you got choked up and I was there for you. Now you got to be there for me. Can you read that? Are you able to read that?
On the bottom of the screen here,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Mhm.
there is no one deserving more of this incredible achievement than you, Maria. Let's see how you react once you achieve another 30,000. I am so honored to know you, sweetheart. And then heart, heart, heart.
Thank you so much, Mackany. You. Yeah, I'm not crying.
See, you got her, Misty. You got her, Misty. There you go.
Well, because he's always saying such amazing things to me, and thank you, Mackany, for that. You keep doing your art, and I am honored to be in one of Mackany's drawings, not just the one I have behind me, but and I'm part of his channel and one of the ladies. So thank you. But thank you to you all. This has been an interesting and fun evening at the same time. I have had so much fun. You guys all have been so great, and thank you so much for joining me on this this appreciation. It does take a lot of work to get here, but it is worth it. And for me, it's not about, I have this many, 30,000. What that tells me is that I'm hopefully able to influence people in a positive way, that they're laughing at my stuff, that they're enjoying it. I think it's really because they like my cat more than me, but they like the baby more.
The
No, I'm
cat
kidding.
helps. It's you, Maria. Yeah. The cat helps. Yeah,
the cat helps.
Never bad to have a mascot, right?
Right, exactly. He is the mascot. Yes, Lady Vampira comic book is still in the works, people. I know we keep saying that, but there's so much to it. And it's coming together so nicely that I'm excited for it. And I hope I love that you guys are here watching the comic book grow. And anyway, James, I hope you come back sometime. I'd love to party with you again.
Sure, that would be great.
If you'd like to.
Be my pleasure.
Okay, cool. And Ron, always good to have you here anytime. And you guys, please subscribe to everybody, follow everybody, and let's keep in touch. The two of you, I love you guys both. So thank you. PJ is back there. I don't know, in his underwear, I guess. And he's there. PJ, But anyway, let me see. Everybody in the chat, thank you. I saw you, and I love you all for being here. Anyway, have a wonderful evening, all, and I will be trying to stream on Thursdays a little bit more. And where's my stuff? It's been a while. Oh my goodness.
We're about to enter unexplored space. I know you're all just as excited as I am, so let's give this everything we got, and may the Force be with you.
Nice.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Much love to you all, and thank you.
Whatever, if you wanna go, I'm down.